Good afternoon, villagers. How are you doing? I'm Arnie. This is Pepper Tree Villa, and you're watching the Daily Dose of Disney. Extra read all about PTV3D is happening. LOL. It's a hint. Oh my gosh, I hope that there's a hint there because I couldn't really find too much here. It was a rough day for me to find anything, but I did find a couple things, and I've got some news as well that I want to cover. So it is September 25th, 2019, 91 days until Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is going to be part of the count now. Hey, Danny, Two Real Geeks, Little Darlin, Killer Whale, thank you for joining. Good to have you here. This is your daily dose of Disney. I like to do a lot of Disney information. Usually I focus a lot on Disney history, but today I'm also going to do some news. And then I also, Mike Wheeler, great. So, yeah, because there's a lot happening tonight on YouTube as well as in the world of Disney. Interesting stuff today. Hello, Amanda. Amanda, I understand you're going to be on tonight with the Disney Nerd Herders at 4 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern. So I'll try and catch part of it at least, but it's kind of hard. I'm still at the office at that time, but I'll see what I can do. It is, like I said, September 25th, and it is 6 p.m., 3 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. Yeah, big things are happening tonight. Keystone, thank you for being here. Good to have you. I tell you, it's so nice to have regulars here in the chat. It's great to see people coming in all the time. I really enjoy spending time with you. So on September 25th, let's go back in history for a few items. And then I've got some news. 1931. This is a Mickey Mouse cartoon. Fishin' Around is released. It's a short with Mickey and Pluto fishing in a no fishing area until they have to escape from a pursuing game warden. So I'm sure hilarity ensues. I don't recall seeing this one. I'm gonna have to go back in my archive. I have the full Mickey Mouse black and white collection as well as the color collection, but Doug and I have not sat down to watch them all because let's face it, who has enough time to do everything? But we give it a try. But 1942, September 25th, another short cartoon is released. This one's a Donald Duck cartoon. It's called The Vanishing Pirate. The Vanishing Private. And by the way, Danny, I don't have any names for these people yet because the person whose office this is out this week. So as soon as she gets back from her timeout, she'll be back in sometime next week, I believe, and I'll see what I can do about finding it, provided that I'm here when she's here. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, the Donald Duck cartoon, The Vanishing Private, is released. Soldier Donald is put on camouflage duty to paint a large cannon, and he comes across an experimental invisible paint. He paints himself and then tries hiding from his commander, who happens to be Pete. Probably Peg Leg Pete from Mickey Mouse cartoons. So, yeah. And then on this day in 1959. 1959. This is a time when ABC and Disney are having problems with each other. They're fighting each other about who owns what and who's making what kind of money. I'm sure it probably had something to do with their ownership of Disneyland as well, and very complicated relationship they had in the late 50s. But ABC aired the last episode of the Mickey Mouse Club, which had premiered in October of 1955. So it went on for 4 years. Of course, that was the one that starred Annette Funicello, and there was, Roy. Roy was one of the older guys, and then there was also Jimmy Dodd, who wrote most of the music for that. Oh, you remember the cartoon, Mike? How cool. Yeah, I don't recall seeing that one. I'm gonna have to. Zachary. Hey, Zachary, drop in the chat. What is your topic for tonight? Because I know you're going live tonight. That is, if you're still going live at 7 your time, just let me know. It makes me smarter for a few minutes. Thank you, Keystone. I appreciate that. So that was in 1959 that ABC aired the last episode of the Mickey Mouse Club. Then let's jump forward to, like I said, there's not much happening. 2005. 2005, you got to jump forward that far to get something significant in Disney history. And it's not really that significant. They released a live action film called The Greatest Game Ever Played. I have this movie in my DVD collection, and I still have not seen it. Doug and I would go out a lot on Tuesdays. Gosh, this was years ago. We would call it DVD Tuesday. Hey, Greg, thank you for joining. Good to have you here. So DVD Tuesday, we'd go out, and I would buy anything and everything. I especially wanted to make sure that I had all the DVDs of the Best Picture winners from the Oscars and so forth. And most Disney films I would buy. And so I bought this one. It was The Greatest Game Ever Played. Starred Shia LaBeouf as a golf champion. It's a biopic. The guy's name was Francis Ouimet. But I have not seen this. But on this day, it premiered at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. And then in 2009, this one is a mix of happy and sad. There were actually people at the Adventurers Club on this day in 2009, but it was for the final performance at the club at Pleasure Island. It took place as part of the Kungaloosh 2009 gathering. It was a weekend-long convention that celebrated the popular Adventurers Club. If you never visited the Adventurers Club, you really missed something special. Stacy Rogers, thanks for being here. And Pam's fam, I don't know if I said hi to you, but thank you for being here. It's great to have you. And Stacy, of course, always good to have you. This particular club was part of Pleasure Island. And I had the opportunity to see it a couple times. I went with my mom once. I went with my friend Terry another time. But the Adventurers Club was my favorite club at Pleasure Island. You'd go in and you would spend time in the mask room. You'd spend time in the main meeting room. And anytime anyone said Kungaloosh, you would take out your drink and take a swig. So that was why it's the Kungaloosh celebration. And that was the final time that people actually met at the club. It was being torn down as they were doing an expansion of Downtown Disney at that time. But the club had actually closed on September 27th, 2008, almost an entire year before. And it was just open for private parties. And this was the last private party there at the Adventurers Club. 2011, again, I told you, there's not really that much news. In 2011, the 8th, Leanne, thank you for joining. The 8th and final season of Desperate Housewives debuted on ABC on this day. Yeah, September 25th, 2011, the 8th season of Desperate Housewives. That's how desperate I was to find news for the Disney World. But let's find out some things that are going on today. Now, I'll give you the lineup of the Disney YouTube network first, and then I've got some news items for you from today. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Zachary, I didn't see if you placed anything about your topic for tonight, but Zachary, I have on my schedule 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Oh, hello, Ben. He's on mute. Ben just joined. So Zachary Pollock, 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. He does trivia, also talks other things Disney and so forth, and has a lot of fun with his channel. At 7 p.m. also, the Disney Nerd Herders are going to be on. Charlie and family. Today they will be interviewing the Lucky Minute. Amanda, you're going to be interviewed tonight on Charlie's channel, Disney Nerd Herders. And like I said, I will do my best to be there, but 4 o'clock is hard for me on the West Coast, but I'll give it a shot, see what I can do. 2011 Newsies made their debut show at the Peppermill Theater in New York City. See, I did not find that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike, for posting that. I knew I could count on it. He's my newsman, my ad hoc newsman. Always gives me at least one bit of trivia for the day. Thank you, Mike. Also, tonight, normally they are live on Wednesdays. D&G Explorers have their show usually at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, but they're not going to be live. They have a premiere video that is premiering at that time tonight instead. So tune in and check out their premiere video. That's D&G Explorers. So you'll have some fun with that, I'm sure. Then tonight at 9 o'clock, we have a couple of shows happening here. I did upload Fruitful Orchard on my channel yesterday. Pam, you did. And yeah, you gotta make sure you don't wear flip-flops or sliders to an orchard. They get wet and fall off your feet. At least that's from what I gathered from that one. Pam, nice job. This and That is going to be on tonight on Zip's channel. They're doing a show about Run Disney. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. But also tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific is the Theme Park Fix. And this is Two Real Geeks and Miguel, the annual pass holder. Oh, hi, Amy. Thank you. So Theme Park Fix, they talk all things, they do talk about Disney, but they talk about all theme parks. So they'll talk about anything from Cedar Fair, Six Flags, Disney, anything in the realm of theme parks they're discussing. And tonight, I understand they're talking about Carowinds, and they have a special guest tonight. The Crazy Pop is going to be on their show as a guest. So it's going to be Two Real Geeks, Miguel, the annual pass holder, and the Crazy Pop. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So thank you so much, everyone, for that. Also, I have some news items here. Some news. This was mentioned last night on Jim with More Sunshine, Please, as Jim has changed his diet to reflect a vegan as much as possible. Jim, kudos to you. I do enjoy eating my meat. And as Doug says, I'm at the top of the food train for a reason. So anyway, I do enjoy having chicken and turkey. And I don't eat as much beef as I used to when I was a kid, but my dad loved beef. But I prefer chicken and fish. Anyway, Disney has announced a new plant-based vegan menu, and they're going to have options available and a special icon on the menu. And that's coming to Walt Disney World starting October 1st. So in just a week, they're going to have this in Walt Disney World. And then at Disneyland, they'll do some catch-up. They'll be doing that in the spring of 2020. So I'll see what this is all looking like and what the fuss is about. And just in case you're wondering, I'm sure Dole Whip is going to be on the list of vegan options because Dole Whip is vegan. Just saying. I love Dole Whip. Oh my gosh, I love Dole Whip. So Disney has announced that soon all of its major quick service and table service restaurants will soon be serving up plant-based options at Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort, along with a new plant-based menu icon coming to Disney Dining. Guests will now be able to choose from hundreds of sweet and savory creations, including many brand new dishes destined to become fan favorites. Let's see about that. I'm sure they will. There's one option already that they have in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that apparently is delicious. Yeah, can Ahmad please post Danny's show tonight for a Theme Park Fix? Thank you. In addition to the new plant-based options, Disney will introduce a new menu icon. It's a green leaf that will make it easier than ever to find these creations on menus across all Disney parks. So you'll see that icon on the menu. And then there is these fun and flavorful options are made from plant-based ingredients. Oh, bye, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. They make them from vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. So they're made without any animal meat, dairy, eggs, or honey. The honey thing surprised me, and then I realized, oh yeah, that's not made by a plant. That is bees. So bees make honey. So from comfort food classics to exciting new dishes for the adventurer in all of us, everyone will find something to delight their taste buds. That is coming to Disney parks next week in Florida and in the spring and December. And then here's breaking news. This happened this morning. I didn't know anything about this. I saw this morning. I thought, corporate shakeup. The shakeup of the corporate structure continued at the Walt Disney Company, specifically in Disney Parks division. Disneyland and Walt Disney World will see new presidents coming in the next few weeks, with George Kalogridis, the current Walt Disney World president, moving to a new role. Current president at Disneyland, Josh D'Amaro, is an awesome president. He's going to be moving to Walt Disney World. So that's huge news. Huge news. Josh D'Amaro, he's great. He posts regularly on Instagram too, so he's really, really big on it. Yeah, you know what? I wanted to meet him, Greg, and I didn't have an opportunity. I've seen people like that in the park before. I remember meeting Cynthia Harris before, and that was really interesting. She sat down and talked with us and had a nice 10-minute conversation with us one night at dinner. But Josh D'Amaro is going to be doing Walt Disney World, and Rebecca Campbell is going to be over at Disneyland. She is coming from the Europe, Middle East, and Africa segment of direct-to-consumer division. So that's quite the title. She's going to be the president of the Disneyland Resort. So that's coming up now in the next few weeks. Presidents changing at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And finally, this is a big one for me. While I'm sad to see Illuminations, Reflections of Earth going away, it's been a long time. It's been 19 years they've had that show. It's a long time, 19, almost 20 years. I guess 20 years. It started in October 1st, 2020. So yeah, almost 20 years it played. But it ends next week on Monday, the 30th. This is the last day of Illuminations. And starting on October 1st, Epcot Forever will premiere. It's going to be a new nighttime show, and it's going to tug at your heartstrings. But listen to this. The debut of Epcot Forever, the new limited time nighttime spectacular at Epcot, is just a few days away on October 1st. Today, Disney has announced that they'll be hosting a hashtag Disney Parks live stream for the first performance of the show on October 1st. So Epcot Forever is an all-new limited time spectacle of fireworks, music, lighting, lasers, and choreographed special effects kites. The show takes us on a journey through the past, present, and future of Epcot, featuring a stirring collection of songs that paint a colorful picture of the park with a look towards the future and all the magical possibilities still to come. To watch the stream, simply visit Disney Parks blog on Tuesday, October 1st at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can also tune in to the Disney Parks channel on YouTube. And they're going to stream Epcot Forever for the first performance on October 1st. I'm very excited about that. And Expedition Greg. Expedition Greg just announced it. You saw it here. He's going to be streaming Epcot Forever live on his channel on October 1st. Way to go, Greg. Thanks for sharing that. So you don't have to do just Disney Parks blog. You can go to Expedition Greg and watch his show on his channel. Way to go, Greg. That's awesome. In the meantime, everyone, I hope you've had a great time with the Daily Dose. I know I have. I always enjoy it. But thank you for being here, everyone. Tomorrow morning, Ben has a video dropping on our YouTube channel, Pepper Tree Villa. It is about In-N-Out. Oh, October 2nd is your 9-year anniversary. 2 Real Geeks. Thank you for sharing that. We'll make sure to mention that next week. Send me a message so I can include it in the notes. So that's cool. I'll definitely talk about that on the Daily Dose. And if anyone has any upcoming birthdays or anniversaries, just shoot me a private message and I'll see what I can do about including them on the Daily Dose of Disney, so that everyone can celebrate with you. So I said Ben is going to be dropping a video tomorrow morning for Life with Ben. It's about a trip to In-N-Out, our awesome burger joint that we have here in California. Just happens to be a location down the street from the villa. And then, of course, I'll be here tomorrow with the Daily Dose of Disney. Same time. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same time tomorrow. The time might change. Be on the lookout for the time. Tomorrow I will be traveling to Southern California. And then we will be streaming from Disneyland on possibly sometime over the weekend, maybe Friday, maybe Monday, but we'll keep you posted on that one. I'll definitely make sure that you know when we're going to be streaming live from Disneyland, because I like sharing that moment with people. Sharing Disneyland with people is a fun thing to do. Oh, Keystone, thank you so much. I will definitely have a great rest of the day. Everyone else, you too, have a magical evening. This has been Arnie with the Daily Dose of Disney. And have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.